Hey everyone, I'm Lethal One here. You may know me, but for those who don't, I play video games. All kinds. Yesterday, Not a Hero was released. At long last, we finally get some answers. In this video, I will review Not a Hero DLC with minimal spoilers. I'm still new to this, so just let me know how I done. If you like this format, please give me a thumbs up because it helps my channel out. Let's begin. The DLC picks up right after the ending of the main game. You'll almost wonder if this was supposed to be part of the main game originally, but Capcom ran out of time. As you proceed through the familiar area, you are fed information about the mission and why Chris is there in the first place. Yes, to my surprise, this is really Chris Redfield. To my surprise also is the way Capcom introduced the partnership between him and Umbrella. What I mean by this is, and I won't say what he said, but most of the comments in my theories video lead me to believe that majority of us felt really uncomfortable with him working for Umbrella. When you get to the main room of the game, I like to describe it as Mega Man. You have 3 doors that you have to take down in a specific order. Some rooms will need to be revisited. This is the meat of the game. This DLC really does a nice job of keeping the tension high. It is very reminiscent of the older games. You will feel that you are constantly in danger. Even though this is a FPS, you will also have times where you will not be able to see what's coming and what's around the corner. I truly felt horrified in some rooms where you had to stumble around with your visor covered in spores. I like the Metroid Prime-like scanning ability of the umbrella mask that Chris wears. Chris Redfield's arsenal is phenomenal. Chris starts with a Samurai Edge AW Model -01, which is a Albert W handgun designed with the sole purpose of taking out bioweapons. And then you have Thor's hammer. Funny name, huh? Marvel Infinite, anyone? It is a great one-shot shotgun, which is the same thing. Its sole purpose is to take out bioweapons. He also starts out with grenades, and you also have a combat knife. You'll feel like you're unstoppable with these weapons that you start with until you get to a specific point in the game where you will have to come up with strats to overcome some of the creatures there. Chris Redfield's dialogue was some of the best. He is the polar opposite of Ethan. He is very cool and just a badass. He makes you feel like you can defeat anything in the Resident Evil universe. When I started the DLC, the first thing I said was, "Not my Chris Redfield." But towards the middle of the game, I was a huge fan of him. Capcom did a good job reinventing him. I felt like he was strong and a hero at some points, but you also felt like you were weak and vulnerable. They did a really good job. The DLC also solidifies Lucas as a great villain. I think I hated him more than any other Resident Evil villain so far. I never hated Wesker. I actually thought he was pretty cool. Sadler was annoying, but I never really hated him. But that being said, Lucas is a psychopath. If you could compare him to anyone, I would compare him to the Joker, but less funny. Remember the traps he set for Ethan? Multiply that by 100. Lucas was a true nightmare. You'll have to play the DLC to know what I mean. The DLC was well balanced between horror and action. If you haven't played the DLC or Resident Evil 7 period, this is a good reason to give the game another shot. After all the delays, I can honestly say that this was well worth the wait. It wraps up the game nicely. I give the DLC a 9 out of 10. Why? Because I wanted it to be longer, of course. The future of the series looks bright. Thanks for watching. Peace.